We're back. I had a kernel panic. I haven't had one of those in years. Look at that. A kernel panic. Those of you who have Macs know what that is. Sorry about that. I haven't seen that happen in years and years and years. Anyway, let's go. It wasn't the cable, I don't think. Kernel, K-E-R-N-E-L, kernel panic. Okay, let's go. Oh, a bit too much liquid. This is very thin paper. It's the image centering that I can't figure out how to figure out. I don't know. If you're looking at it in a browser, take your browser window and spread it and shrink it and spread it and shrink it, and you can see what happens. Also, if you go through to the page where people have to order the prints, where it says get the prints on the menu at the bottom, there's an accordion there that I think is working okay on any device, but I'm not quite sure. The bot has a timeout. If you ask it to do one command, I think it's timing out for 30 seconds or so. It won't do the same command immediately. Difficult light, too much light from the window, and I can't see the top of the paper. Here in winter, the sun angle is really low, and the sun coming in is shining on the paper, and I can't see what I'm doing. thing about the subscription page there, for the first time now, we've brought all the other different pages into one place. The subscriptions grew over the years. There was just a portraits page, then there was a chibi page, and they had their own website and their own subscription page, and it was just chaos. So I brought them into one place at last. Once I get this up and running, I'll point all the other pages to this one. Hang the laundry, I did that already actually. I was up early this morning. Yeah, the cooler we get steam, eh? So this stuff is at around, I've got it set for 50, but I don't think it quite gets that far. It's around 50 degrees. When I was doing this in Ome, and the house there was literally freezing. Literally, if I left a cup of water on the kitchen, it would freeze during the night. Then we saw some steam. This place doesn't get that cold. Hey Jacques, good morning, nice to see you. Today I'm going to be doing this sizing while you guys are watching, but actually this is my job for today. We have, this is the one batch for the Great Wave. Once that's finished, I'll start the next batch. We've still got room for hanging many more prints. It's the Great Wave today, and it's a batch of paper for Ukiyo-e Heroes for Kanai-san, and a batch of paper for the Tamatebako, the Mystique of the Japanese print series. We're running out of some of those prints, so I'll be all day sizing today. This is basically my job all day today. I won't be down in the shop. If somebody comes, they'll run up and get me, but I won't be down there at all today. Someone's asking if the paper sheets stick together. In summer, no, this isn't that strong of a glue mix, but as we were talking about just about 15 minutes ago when I was starting, in winter, when it gets cold here, and it's cold now, then these sheets do start to stick at the bottom. The temperature today, we're here, right? It's 12 or something. If I did too many sheets here today, the bottom ones do start to stick together before I could separate them. 日本語大丈夫ですよ。勉強中です。私も勉強中です。最後まで。I really can't see the surface here. The sun is coming through, you know. Gotta block it for a sec. Maybe okay. Yeah, if they stick together, I don't know. It could be maybe there's too much glue in your mix, or it's too cold, or you put too much on, or you waited too long. I don't really know. Normally sticking together isn't a problem, just in deep winter when it really gets cold. And Aoyama-san and I are thinking about how to handle that, and what we're going to do when we get a minute to spare, is this table. We're going to, it's easy to do. If we just get a hot plate thing, just put some kind of heat pad, or even in Japan here you get those carpets. People stand on the carpets in their kitchen. They get a long thin carpet with an electrical heater. We could put one of those simple carpets here, put my board on top of it. We could heat the desktop easily. Doesn't last too long. Huh? I'm not sure what you mean here. The buildings have no heating in Japan. And small buildings of this type and most homes have no central heating. No, not at all. And modern giant commercial buildings have systems, of course. But small buildings, no. My home in Ome, the only heating in there is kotatsu, that's all. That's all there is. There's no heating system built into that house at all. It was built in, I don't know, 1986 or something like that. No. In the early 1990s it was built, and there's no heating in it. Nobody would think of such a thing. Ah, yeah. The sun actually is disappearing. It's getting back to normal bit by bit here. It's darker already here now. That 500 watt light bulb, yeah, that's in the Kotatsu. That's what I said. That's the Kotatsu system. We've had a bit of an interesting development the last couple of days. You know, we've been playing with different kinds of paper, a paper supplier. We've talked about it before. Sawaki-san, a new paper supplier. We've got another batch of paper from him. And it looks interesting. And yesterday's work for me, when there was no shop and no stream yesterday, I was sizing all morning. I was doing this job all morning, right through from about 8 o'clock till about noon. And I was using Sawaki-san's paper. And we've got it all hanging up there now. There's about enough sheets for 400 prints we did yesterday. And what we're going to do is this year's New Year's design, the New Year's card, is going to be done almost totally exclusively on this new Sawaki-san paper. And we had a test batch of it a short time ago. And whatever, long story short, you know, we've been struggling with the way to get Sawaki-san's paper working. It doesn't make nice, smooth, deep color. And one suggestion that came up, I don't even remember who suggested it, was that we should try moistening it in a different way. I think we've talked about this on the stream here a couple of weeks ago. We were going to try this. When we look at the old videos we've got, or movies from the 1950s of people doing printing and stuff, they usually show people sizing, not sizing the paper, moistening the paper, the printers, in batches, like 10 sheets or 20 sheets at a time. We ourselves moisten our paper about 2 sheets at a time. We have to. If we don't, then it just doesn't print properly. But the formulation of our modern paper is quite different. Anyway, long story. It turns out that Sawaki-san, he's trying to make paper for us with more of an old-fashioned formulation. We don't use kaolin, there's no clay in it. He's rocking it in the way he thinks it was rocked back in the old days. Anyway, so with the testing we did last week, Dei-chan and Sugi-san both tried this. They tried his new batch of paper, and they tried moistening it that old way, maybe 10 sheets at a time instead of 2 sheets at a time. And it worked really, really nice. Dei-chan came up with a batch of the New Year print that she made, which are really nice on this paper. So yesterday I sized enough for 400 sheets, for 400 copies of that print. And starting this morning, they're going at it with this new formulation. So it could be, and this New Year's card print is the test case for us. This could be, we found a bit of a breakthrough on how to use this paper. So we'll see how it goes. We'll see. Well, it's sort of common sense. You can't treat the paper all the same. Each kind of paper has its own specific characteristics. Okay, there we go, top half. I think, as I said, what I'm going to do, instead of doing 60, because I don't dare, I think it'll stick at the bottom. I think I'll leave that. We'll flip this and do the back side and hang it. What's the link there? 2004 New Year's card. What did I do? I don't remember. Showing the temperature in his house in Ome in winter. It's too long ago. I don't remember what I did. Can I take a peek at the link? Oh, that one. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Jacques has a lot of my old prints. Now keep this light. This paper is very thin. So for the back side, we need much less liquid on the brush here, much less. Yay. Questions, too many questions. How much of it is on my laptop? It's okay. How hot is the size? The size is, as I said, it's set at 50 degrees centigrade on the bucket, and I think it's probably pretty close to that. Maybe a bit less, I don't know. our whole building here isn't that cold. Down in the shop, we have, an air conditioner and heater. And when the girls get here in the morning, they will be firing it up. So the shop will be warmer than this. Then in the printer's room, we installed last summer, we installed an air conditioner unit, of course. It's one of those things with a body inside the room, and then outside there's an heat exchange unit. So the printer's room gets warm, or air conditioned in summer, but the building itself has no system into it. You have to do it room by room. And for us, there's just no way. We don't have the electrical energy here, or the system to put up a heater in this room, so we don't need it. It's okay. It's an old-fashioned approach, not so efficient. No insulation in the building itself at all. Yeah, Cameron's room is cold. I told him, do you take your laptop down to the shop and sit and work in the party room? I told him this. Yeah, the printers have mixed feelings about that. They want to be warmer and more comfortable themselves. But if the air conditioning or heating unit gives a blast of air, it blasts the air across their desk, and they can't do this. When they're working on a print, if it gets exposed, and so you can't have a system where there's a blast of warm air or something moving across your desk. So we've got the air conditioner set so that the vanes point up at the ceiling, and we keep it on a very low fan, so it doesn't have a jet of air that's running around the room. Just the air slowly comes in the room. And also, maybe they're Japanese. They're trained at this. They don't really expect, to have the same temperature in every room all year long. Me too, my personal choice, my personal preference. I bought that house in Ome knowing about that system, and I don't care myself. My daughters really argued with me about this, but my personal feeling on this is that to expect the same flat temperature, whatever it is, 23 degrees in your room all year long, it's not so good for human beings to do that, I think. I probably sound like some old fart, I'm sorry, but I think to get a little bit chillier in winter and to sweat a bit in summer, have that cycle, feel that cycle in your guts, I think is better for us. Bundle up, put something on in winter. It's okay. I'm happy with the way this is going. Looks pretty good today. The sun is now gone. We're getting back to a normal. I can see the water in the thing. Yeah, you appreciate the spring. You appreciate each of them. When the spring comes, it's, oh my God, finally it's getting warm again. But then even when the winter comes, it's going to be fresh and clear, It's just the perfect system, Just when you get tired of something, it changes and you get the next one coming around. egregious impecuniosity. Flat broke. Too much. The problem I'm going to have today with this, once I hang it up, it's cold and really dry. I don't know what the humidity is. It's really dry. The meter says 50%, but whatever, that's dry, dry, dry. So when we hang this up, it's going to want to dry, bang, straight away, which is not good. It's really not good. We want to dry it as slowly as possible. And today that's going to be difficult. You've seen me do it before. There's some plastic sheets we wrap around the room there. And we try and keep the doors closed. What I'm going to do today is I'm going to steal from the printers. The printers have a thing. What's it called when there's water inside a book, and steam comes out the top? Not steam, but mist. I'm going to steal that from the printers. I heard a noise. Is it Cameron time? Maybe. Yeah, must be Cameron time. Or it could be Sugasan coming. Let's see. Who's it going to be? It's Cameron. Couldn't tell if it was Sugasan. She's the one who showed up first yesterday. So, Sizing. It's for Great Waves.
Oh, Great Waves.
Yeah. And what I'm doing is I'm doing it half by half. I know yesterday when I did the sizing on that paper for the New Year's cards,
Right.
it was a lot of paper. And by the time I got to the bottom of the stack and flipped it over, they were starting to stick together. So I've reduced the mix. Yeah. But also what I'm going to do today is instead of doing all 60 sheets, I'm going to do 30, hang them and then do 30. Because I don't dare. If I wait till do 60, the bottom ones I'm sure will be quite stuck together. So I don't know, but I don't want to take the chance. So. You can say, oh, they're having a quiet conversation today, nothing special here. Jock is here, Jock from Europe.
Oh,
Somebody's trying to show off English. Can I embarrass you?
Sure.
Egregious impecuniosity.
You know what egregious is? It's like over the top or horrible, but impecuniosity, I have no idea. You're right, I'm embarrassed, but not that embarrassed.
I think no money, broke.
No money.
I believe you. It's not a word that I'm using day by day, but I think it means somebody who's flat broke, dead broke, I guess. Whatever.
Got it. Dire financial circumstances.
Yeah. I also tossed out the URL for the pages I built yesterday to ask them to test and have a look at it. And right away,
almost ready to share with everyone?
Well, no, what's wrong still? I still have that gigantic CSS centering problem. I still can't get that floated stuff to center properly. And then they're missing some images. I got to scan. There's no real images in the journeys section.
Yeah.
There's still some pictures of last year's series stuck in the wrong place. Do we have a print that I can scan, or they've been testing, but there's no single print that I can throw on the scanner, is there?
Right. I think Suga-san now has. Or she's working on a full batch, it looks like, but I
Yeah.
don't think it's finished.
But there's no
yet.
single print that I can use for scanning, you know. So at the moment I just slapped up the Photoshop there, but it's
Yeah.
not. But we got to get that page open, man. It's crazy.
Yeah. Close. When did we get it open last?
October, end of October.
Was it that early?
October 20th, the New Year's card went open.
Right.
That was the date on that. I was 2 weeks late on that last year. And then it must have been somewhere in the first week of November or something. And we did a deal where people who subscribed early so we could get it would get some sort of, I forget what I did. We sent them an extra New Year's card or something. I can't remember.
No, I think they're just making words up.
Now what we got to do though, I'm finished this
Yeah.
little first batch here in about 3 or 4 minutes, and it's too early, so I've got to go and hang it.
Okay.
But
Carry stuff.
well,
or
no,
carry it
normally
back,
we've got
or-
normally we've got the mold done, and we sort of carry it over there and carry it back or whatever. I don't really know. So what time will it be? It's 8:49 now. I got maybe 5 minutes left. I'm not sure. Or they take care of themselves while I hang it and I come back.
Yeah.
I'm not quite sure. There's 30 sheets, so 15 pairs, so it's about 10 minutes to hang, so I don't know. Oh, slipped. I'm not watching what's going on. Are you watching it? I'm
A
not.
little bit. Someone said, what would be your best tip for starting Japanese printmaking without any gear or experience? And 2 people within a second of each other said, step 1, get gear. Step 2, get experience.
Well, by trying it, I mean,
Yeah.
that's a sarcastic way of saying just try it.
Yeah.
What can I say?
Get a piece of wood with any knives and give it a shot. And if it's junk,
I don't know, is somebody
Try again.
that Facebook page, the Acolytes page?
Yeah.
You know? Have you seen some neat stuff on there the last few days? Have you seen?
oh, not in the last few days, but
Yeah.
I do check in occasionally.
Steve Winiecki did a reproduction of a Hasui
Oh yes, I did see
postcard
that
thing, and
one.
that looks really, really nice. I want to get that in the shop, absolutely.
Yeah.
He's doing okay, nice gradations there. You know?
Yeah.
That's a tough thing to do, make that gradation and not fill in the snow, and it looks really good.
Yeah.
Whatever, our website, my old personal website, woodblock.com, has tons of information, like how you get started. There's an encyclopedia section there. We have a book.
Yeah.
There's a library section on the woodblock.com website, a library with scanned books, all kinds of books on how to make woodblock prints. You can read through those. Oh, geez, again. I'm trying to keep the pressure light here, so
Pull it down.
that's kind of just my job here, get that at the end. Shoo. Yeah, my book too. I'm not supposed to mention that, but whatever.
The book's called Your First Print, so it's
Yeah.
usually a good place to start.
And the approach is a very low tech approach. You know, step 1, buy gear is not the approach. Absolutely. Try it with whatever you've got at home. Most everybody in a normal house, there's enough stuff in their house to make a woodblock print without buying anything. How did you two get to know each other? I was talking about us.
I don't know.
How long have we been married, Cameron?
Yeah.
Be careful with the jokes, people. They turn out to be. You've been with us what, a year?
Yep, year and a couple months.
Year and a couple months.
Yeah. Through an introduction via Jed.
Jed, I guess. Yeah. Did you talk to him yesterday at all, or anything back and forth? Because I saw he Skyped me. Was it
Oh no, I haven't
yesterday
heard
morning? I
anything
didn't,
else after his messaged with a
No.
suggestion for a title.
This morning we started the stream, we started it and things went normal and stuff like that. And I was just getting ready to start sizing. I had started the thing roughly. And I thought this was a little bit too close, so I held my little thing and moved it like 1 centimeter to the left. And kernel panic. The whole Mac collapsed.
The whole Mac?
Yep. I haven't seen it in years. Black screen.
Yeah.
Kernel panic, your Mac will restart automatically. Bam. I've
Wow.
never seen that. That connection, it's that.
That is bizarre. But is this new HDMI cable working better?
Oh, it's great. It's
Okay,
great. It's
good.
fantastic.
Looks solid.
It is. It's solid like a rock. It's just so great. Yeah, I can't even coil it up. It's so hard.
Well, that's good. It's not going to.
And the connectors are strong. The connector inside the camera and inside that I don't know, but the physical cable now it's heavy duty.
You can find cheap student tools easily online, but getting reasonable wood and paper is another matter. It's another matter for us too.
Well, let's do the move. I got three or four sheets left here. Let's do this. I know it's almost an hour done now. So if I do these couple of sheets, what we can do is we can, the cables obviously won't work. We'll just shut the stream down for a minute, ask people to wait, move the gear to the next room, and spend 10 to 15 minutes hanging up, I guess. Is that okay?
Yep. Although last time, just a week ago or so,
Did we move it?
we moved it and it stayed on.
Okay,
Somehow.
well, we can try it then, but just warn that it might go down.
We may leave it. Yeah. Hopefully, no kernel panic.
I got 3 batches to do today. This great wave for Yamamoto-san. Kubota-san wants paper. We're going to send him the Mystique set next pair.
What's printing again?
No, he wants to get ready. He said, no, he can't promise to do something, so please send him a job that has no deadline,
Okay.
so that he can keep it handy, and if he manages to get time, he'll do it,
Got it.
is what he asked me. And then Kanai-san needs paper on Saturday. So basically, I'm going to be sizing pretty much all day today.
Yeah.
All right, let's try this. So what we got to do, this is gotta get covered for a moment. Okay, gang, we'll try moving the camera system over here.
If we lose it, we lose it.
Pardon me?
If we lose it, we lose it.
Okay, we're going to try moving to the next room, and as we do always, the main video here is going to go down because we can't, the camera's not on a battery. So first thing you'll see, the main video will go down. This small video where I'm talking will probably stay up. We're going to try and move the camera to the next room. The cable may fritz and it may shut down. If it does, don't sweat it. 2 or 3 or 4 minutes from now, we will come back alive. Anyway, so what do we need to do, Cameron-san?
Unplug.
Microphone right here. I'll have to take so we'll unplug the main camera first. I'll take the extension cord in the next room and get it ready. Okay, so main video going down.
See you later.
For this, I'll take the Mac and stuff. You're going to bring that much to close the legs up. Watch the blue cord. unplug the Mac power. It stays here. It's moving day. Let's go. All set?
Yep.
What could possibly go wrong?
Someone did this.
We're walking through to the next room. This is the middle room of our building here. You can see in the distance behind me, Cameron, that's the back room. If I turn the camera there around actually now, you can see over my shoulder now, that's the printing room. Let me try and get out of the way. That's the printer's room over there, the front of the building. So we are now in the central room of the building here. This is where we're going to be hanging the paper. Can you, okay, we've got...
Oh, a little bit more.
Yeah, no, I mean the cord is wrapped around that,
Oh.
the big black cord,
the
this one.
HDMI cord.
Yeah,
Okay.
you can unwrap it there, yeah.
And get everyone seasick.
Hey, you're back up. Your camera's on. You are. You're making everybody seasick. It's good. Looking good. Thank you, sir.
This is a longer HDMI cord than last.
It is. I bought a longer one. I bought a longer and stronger one. All right, I'm going to move this thing back out of the way. Look at that. We actually made it. Oh, where's the microphone? It's right there. We're okay. Oh, I need my paper. Well, that is not going to be so convenient.
There's the cable right across where he's going to go.
Hey, I can't do that. Can you maybe put the camera here and I'll...
On the other side.
I don't know.
So we can either see the paper on the desk or see you hang the paper. These are the options.
Oh, I can't climb that thing. Sure. What did we do before? What was the key to this before? Because I used to be able to step over that. Étonné. How should we do this? How were we doing it before? We had no problem with this. We had a longer cable. Hey. If
This one's currently wrapping around behind your...
yeah, let's see if I okay do that.
Space.
Yes, if I drop that, put this down here. Oh, we're okay, right? I can. If you go back just a little bit, then focus up there. Okay, we'll do this. We'll do this.
Turn it more up or more down on the table?
What I'm going to do, I'm going to walk through and hang here. So if we can see that part of it, whatever. We don't want to see this wall behind me, so we'll move it over too. Okay, thank you, sir. Oh, now the other thing I forgot to do is I want to flip this the other way around. I want to flip it over. Because we're doing it fairly quickly today without letting it time to sit, I want to hang the ones that are at the bottom first. So I'm going to flip it. Who's this? Suga-san, huh?
おはようございます。Yep, Suga-san.
Suga-san, good morning. また動作ですよ。I have to keep these printers busy.
ビジーね。とてもビジー。お、細身で。
Okay, this is Suga-san passing through. Say hello.
細身で通れ
Okay,
るか。
say hello. Say hello. Where are you? Here she is.
あー、
Too dark here. We can't see there. Here,
じゃあ
there somewhere.
そっか。
Would it be helpful if I just stand on the other side and you hand it over to me?
Can we do that?
Or you
Let's
do it
see. Okay.
once or
All right.
twice?
Let's do that. If I clip them up here. We want to hang them, and we want to hang them with that side facing you.
Okay.
Watch him drop this.
That would be tragic.
Hey, you got it. Good, let's do this.
Okay.
Flip 2, they're now face down. Flip 1, so that one is now face up. So they're now back to back. So if they happen to stick a tiny bit, it wouldn't matter because it's the back sides they're sticking.
Did the lights just dim?
And Sugu-san walked by.
Yeah.
Did she put a heater on or something? What's interesting? What is that? It stayed down. Right?
Yeah. Maybe she did turn on the heat better.
The chat, I think, has gone quite quiet. It's good because I can't spend. Oh, they're talking to Sugu-san. Listen, does printers have a regular work schedule? No, they all work on their own time completely. They're independent people who set their own time. They have the key. Some of them come quite late. Ishikawa-san the other day, she was working here after I was out for dinner.
Oh wow.
When I came back, she was just finishing up. I came in and she was coming out at about like 10 o'clock.
Wow.
But she came out 2:30 in the afternoon. So
Right,
it's,
yeah.
So the printers work on their own schedule, their own time. They have jobs. They're assigned the work jobs, and not assigned. We discuss with them what job would be next to do, and then they work on their own time till it's done. Sugu-san, next job ですね。What's coming next?
はいはいはい。
今のsubscription series が何枚ですか？
今77枚やってるけど、
じゃあ石川さんも同じ枚
石川さんなんかね60枚弱やってる
じゃあ多分大丈夫ですね。じゃあ終わってから次の仕事ですね。いつ頃ですか？
年賀状あと今60枚冷凍庫の中入ってるから、年賀状がまあ2日3日で終わっちゃうかな。
じゃあこのもう一つの
そしたら、あともこのあとね
そうですね
年賀状ねもう一つグループやったら終わっちゃうね。来年
気になることは、ヒーローズの試し刷りやりますね。
ああそうだね。
だから
そうだ
金井さんに送るかここでやるかどっちか。
ああそっかそっかそっか。
ビデオ撮りたいんですから金井さんに送ると無理。
そうだね。
ここでやると来年
になっちゃう？
もちろんしょうがないです。年賀状が邪魔です。
そうね邪魔。
まあ
年賀
邪魔。
そうだね。試し刷りそうだ。
そう
忘れてた。そうだ。
試し刷りだけじゃない試し刷りは。
試し刷りやってあと寿司キャットの試し刷りもあるんだっけ？
そうでも寿司キャットは締め切りない。ル
ない
ートの方がもう待ってる人でしょ。
そっかそっかそうだね。
キックスターキャンペーン。
じゃあこっち早くやんないとだね。
試し刷りとすり本。
ビデオね撮る。すりそっかそっか。来年のサブスクリプションっていうか来年じゃないや1月分やったから2月分は今度れいちゃんと石川さんがやるのかな。じゃあ
決まってないです。
まだ決まってないんだ。そっかそっか。じゃあまだそれもこれから。これからか。
Oh, they caught me.
What?
I said しょうがない。
そういえば昨日れいちゃんに帰りあったんだよね。
え？
帰り浅草歩いてたられいちゃんにばったり会ったの偶然。わ
れいちゃん
ーってすれ違ってれいちゃん。
すりしれいちゃん。
すりしれいちゃん。
浅草の近
浅
くに
草まあ
住んでます
住んでる
か。
かららね当たり前だよね。あれこれから木版館行くのって言ったら明日にしますって言ってた。
明日って今日？
明日って今日。
でも僕出してないよ冷凍庫から。
大丈夫だと思う。紙切りに来るって言ってた。
あそう。
紙切りにだけ。
そうかそうか。これも考えたんですから今ここで400枚ありますが。
そこ？
ですが、今日お店に渋さん、レイちゃんと、オードリーさんですが、全然ない。パーティーの予約も全然ありませんし、
そうなんですね。
もう今僕はフリーマーケットの準備まだ全然やってない。3人の仕事がないです。で今の考えがこのものを下で 渋さんのガイドで3人がカットする。
それ
助かるかな。そう今の考えは
それ
そうなんです
すごい助かるけど私は助かるけど、
そうオーリーさんとレイちゃんが分からないですが、
そうですね
渋さんが
じゃあ直角だけあれしてくれれば、それはすごい助かる。
もう400枚でしょ。そうだから本当にぴったり 15×11 かちょっと多めに大きい。
そうだな、私 11.5 と 15.5 にしちゃった。どうだろう。
そうすると多め。
めんどくさいんだよね。
終わってからトリミングし
ね、トリミングがね、そうなんだよね。後でそう思ったんだよね。
そうすりしがぴったりその大きさに。
すればね。後から気づいた。もう忙しいのに、カットしなきゃいけないとめんどくさいねと思って。
すりしか安井さんかどっちか。
手間が省けるからね。
Kantar helping with translation.
I don't know. I too many things going on at the same time. I haven't been watching it. I'm sorry. I did say Shogunai, but what was the context? I don't know. Okay, we wanted to do the next Ukiyo-e Heroes. We finished carving the block set for the Ukiyo-e Heroes print, the Legendary Loot. It was in the Kickstarter campaign a year ago. We've got to get that out to the subscribers, or not subscribers, to the people who ordered it.
The people who've already paid for it.
So she needs to do this fairly soon. But before that, we have to do the New Year's cards.
Yeah.
They are also time sensitive. So when I said Shogunai, that's what I was saying. You got to New Year's cards first. It can't be helped.
Yeah.
So in that sense, I will accept Shogunai. They're ribbing me because I don't want to accept Shogunai. I will fight to the end before I give up on something. And there are times to give up, and there are times to not give up.
Yeah.
So I don't think I need to be embarrassed by using that word this particular time. Kantar was off fooling around. He couldn't explain the Japanese for him or something. Okay, we're getting near the end of our stream here, so what's going to happen? We need to announce what's happening here today. Today is Wednesday. Thursday. There's got to be a stream soon about me printing. That we're running out of Patreon chips. That thing, the blocks are back.
Yeah.
I was supposed to do it yesterday, but I didn't get paper wet. Monday, but I didn't get paper wet. So I guess that's on my desk. Nobody else can possibly take time out to do that. So I need to print a group of Patreon chips. So that might be, if I get the paper wet today, that might be what I'll be doing tomorrow morning on the stream. I'll be sitting over at Kawai-san's bench there, printing some Patreon chibis. I think that'll be what I'll be up to tomorrow.
Nice.
So today's Wednesday here. We're going to be finishing this a little bit early today. And Thursday stream, I think, will be me carving, printing those Patreon chibis. And I'm not sure after that, because I've got to continue carving the octopus, the background block, but the piece of wood is in Omen, and I can't ask them to send it because they have no idea how to choose the particular piece of wood.
Right.
I hadn't planned on going out there, but it looks like I might have to.
Oh, no.
So I'm not sure what the stream schedule will be. And then, as we mentioned before, coming towards the end of the year, between Christmas and New Year, there may be times now there will be. You just can't stream. It takes some days off. Have you seen the party schedule? And there's no staff. It's just me and Kawai-san. And Kawai-san also, he's gone the last couple.
Yeah. Last set.
Here we are, last one. Okay. The board is empty. Okay, can we, before you come down, can you grab a... Here it is, okay. Yeah, so step out and then try and clip it up there without banging the corner here. Find a place that you can... Yeah, you have to pull it farther, I think. Yeah. Yeah, somewhere like that. Okay. And I'm going to get the humidifier from the printer's room. Put it under there. Because if we don't, this stuff is going to dry in seconds. Yeah. It's okay, just
Okay.
cut the whole okay. Oh, here, I know what to do. It's okay.
Okay, sorry, I've never
No
done
problem,
this
no
step.
problem, no problem. We gotta look at it.
See, yeah.
Something like this. Just catch it up. Yeah. Okay, good.
Got it.
Good. Okay. Okay, thanks, guys. All right, I'll be out of here now. It's a little bit early, but that's it. My next job now is doing the next batch of 30. And I'll be doing this all morning, sizing. Okay, sorry not to be able to pay attention to the stream here, to the chat here. Tomorrow, as I said, might be a very unusual. I might be doing printing next door in the printer's room if we can get everything together. Signing off. Okay, see you tomorrow. Bye-bye. Thanks, guys. And thanks for the advice and test on the website.
Yeah.
CSS centering. I've got to figure out how to get over it. It's a division that has different width. So as you work on different width of your browser, the division has different width. So I can't center the division because it doesn't know where it is. It's a float left. So anyway, we'll sort it out. Okay, bye-bye. Where are we here? First thing, my camera off. Good. And then stop streaming. Thanks again, guys.